Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about and discuss Impact Wrestling for July the 21st, 2022. This was an okay episode of Impact. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below. So we kicked the show off with a video package hyping up the main event of the evening, that being Shelley versus Chris Sabin, Machine Gun versus Machine Gun, for the #1 contendership to Josh Alexander's title. The winner will face Josh Alexander at Emergence on the 12th of August. So we got a video package hyping that up. So we kicked the night off with Jordynne Grace and Mia Yim versus Vex, that being Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green. Pretty okay, decent little match to start the show off. In the end, Vex, they win, so they turned Mia Yim inside out with a double team move, which was kind of badass. It was like a double downward spiral for the three. Then we had a backstage segment involving Honor No More. So they're complaining about not receiving any title opportunities since coming to Impact back in January. Eddie Edwards, he's furious at PCO for not being present when Vincent was blindsided by Heath last week. And then Maria, she says she claims victory for Matt Taven and Mike Bennett's tag match against Ace Austin and Chris Bay of the Bullet Club. So I'm still digging this. It's interesting to see what they do with PCO. We only have PCO for another 3 months. I don't know if he's going to leave around Bound for Glory or if he's going to leave after Bound for Glory. Hopefully PCO signs an extension, because I think that would be the best for him. And I don't see any other company picking them up. I really don't. I would love to see a face PCO. I think that'd be fucking badass. So hopefully that's what they do with PCO. But I do see PCO turning face probably around Emergence or after Emergence. And I do see the full breakup of Honor No More probably around Bound for Glory or after Bound for Glory. Moving on, Mike Bailey versus Deonna for the X Division Championship, with Joe Doering by Deanna's side. So, boring ass Mike Bailey, he retains via the Ultimate Weapon for the three. Who gives a shit? Remember, Mike Bailey's boring as fuck. Then we got a Ric Flair Moment of the Week. This time this was back in 2011, featuring Flair versus Sting. So that was pretty badass. So we didn't have a backstage promo involving Deonna Purrazzo. She demands that Gail Kim add her to the match with Jordynne Grace and Mia Yim at Emergence. And Gail Kim's like, nah, it's not going to happen. But if you guys would shut up and listen for a second, you both are going to be #1 contenders and get a shot at the Knockouts Tag Team Championships against Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. So that's kind of cool. It's interesting to see where that goes. So it's interesting, and I do think that they'll probably end up having Vex go over Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary. Next, we had a backstage segment involving Eric Young. So he's telling Deonna to find a cure for the sickness. And that was that. Moving on, we had Madison Rain with Gisele Shaw versus Masha Samovic. Masha Samovic utterly destroyed Madison Rain. She beat her ass. She won via the snowplow in about, I want to say 30 seconds. So, Masha's continuing to be that bad bitch. So she now has 12-0. And I love what they're doing with Masha. I just wish that Ivy Nile on NXT, I wish that she had that same treatment. I think that's how she should be booked. She should be booked just like Masha Samovic. Post-match, Samovic, he hands out another death warrant. This time it goes to Gisele Shaw. So it's pretty badass. I actually think what they're going to do is end up giving her the Knockouts World Championship, probably by Bound for Glory, because they've been building her up since she came in back in January. So I mean, they've built her up legitimately like a legit badass, and I love her character. Like, her character is so fucking badass. It's great. Then we had a backstage segment involving Pagender. So he confronts Brian Myers about the digital media title, the digital media title opportunity or championship. And then Ginger accuses Myers of being scared. Myers tells him that that her champion there backs down from a challenge, and Gunjar should turn his attention to Vincent, who was talking smack allegedly about Pagender. So I'm fine with that. I just wish that we had Pagender in the X Division title hunt. In my opinion, I think that's where it would best serve him. The Digital Media Championship is just a utter fucking joke. It's like the 24/7 championship of Impact, Next we had Honor No More, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett versus the Bullet Club, Ace Austin and Chris Bay. So Chris Bay and Ace Austin, they win. Heath gets involved. He hits the wake-up call on Taven, and then Austin, he counters that into the fold, so they win there. So I'm still thinking that they're probably going to end up doing Eddie Edwards versus Heath at Emergence, and if Heath wins, Honor No More has to disband, but if Eddie wins, Honor No More stays. So they'll probably do a stipulation like that, I would imagine. Then we had a backstage interview involving Gia Miller and Steve Maclin. So Maclin tells Gia Miller that he isn't afraid of Sami Callahan, and when the lights go out, the death machine he strikes, that being Sami Callahan, and then Moose, he attacks Callahan from behind, but they're about to take him out with a trash can. He teleports away. Who gives a shit, Sami Callahan's just, annoying as fuck, I do like his character, but he's just so one-dimensional, so monotone, man. It's boring. His character is so damn one-dimensional, and I hate that shit. So she's basically turned into her alter ego, Jessica. So they're trying to get her to wear her former mask, and she didn't want to wear it. Who cares? Like, this is utter nonsense. Then we had Rich Swann. He went up to Scott D'Amore, and he wants an opportunity that was never given to him. That was a shot to regain the Impact World Championship. And then D'Amore, he says that tonight's main event is already set, and either Chris Sabin or Alex Shelley will challenge Josh Alexander at Emergence. But if Swann wins competition, he'll face Kushida next week. So that should be pretty cool, but, it being Rich Swann, probably not. I mean, who cares? Swann is basically Impact's version of Kofi Kingston. You know, he's fallen still downhill. And then the main event, Chris Sabin versus Shelley. Really good match. I really did thought that Sabin was going to win. I think that was everyone's pick, but they swerved us here. So towards the end of the match, Shelly, he hits the shell shock, but it's another near fall, and then Shelly he transitions into the Border City stretch to win via submission. And then post match, Violent by Design, they come out, that being Diener and Jordynne, but we then see Kushida. He arrives and he makes a save, and the Guns and Kushida stand tall. So I'm fine with this. You know, I like Kushida. Kushida is great. I feel like he will do well in Impact. I really do. I feel like he should have been in Impact a while ago versus going to WWE. You know, that's just me. I feel like because of his size and everything, he wasn't going to get over. But, you know, Impact is fine. I think he'll do well in Impact. I'm glad that he's back in New Japan, so he can kind of, you know, work for both promotions and, you know, go back to both promotions, work back and forth. I wouldn't be shocked if we see him in MLW as well. I wouldn't be shocked there. But overall, this was an okay show. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the end.